All right, so this is our second week in a row. Um, not able to record on Sundays.
Yep.
I don't know if I mean partly it's just that time of the year where days are getting long. Everyone's getting tired on the Sunday, but
I
it's also been busy.
I lost track of time on Sunday
Yeah,
yesterday.
been
Happens.
busy. It's a weekend. It's like peak weekend, and there was no Vikings game to center your day around either.
I know.
So,
Well, when
but
Christian left my house yesterday, I just kind of was like it was like I don't know 2 o'clock or something. I was pretty much ready to go to sleep at that point.
which is fair. I mean, I feel like this time of the year. I mean, I'm used before doing this podcast. I was used to Sunday. That's my nap time. Good quick nap before Sunday Night Football. And now that's when we're
Yeah.
supposed to be recording. So my body's not used to
Yeah.
that. But we're here on Monday recording. So we can do college football and NFL talk.
Hmm.
Um, but today it's gonna be more focused. Instead of just speaking on the games that happened, we're gonna be more thematic, talking about like specific themes that are going on in both college football and NFL.
Yep.
Correct.
And talking about Josh Allen's interception.
So, I mean, for college football, we're entering. Well, this is gonna be like week 9 already. Week
This
8.
this would
Week
be
8 coming up.
yeah
This is week
technically it's the
week
second half of
nine
the
with
year now.
this is week 9 with week 0 counted. This is
Yeah,
technically week 8, but the ninth week of college football this
but
week.
we're
So at that
halfway
point,
through.
yeah, I mean 3/4 of the two 3/4 of the way through.
We
9 out of
played six.
13.
I was know we played 6 games.
There's yeah. Oh,
The Oaks are 4-2.
Yeah.
yeah. So
So
we're halfway through.
yep.
Yeah.
So I think it's about a good time where you can actually start to make some judgments on what's been going on. You can, I mean, have a good idea about these teams.
Kind of know.
A lot of the teams are. I mean, they still have like their peak conference games coming up, so they
Yeah.
may not have played the best of the best for their competition yet, but you've been able to see and have a good
We've
idea of
seen
what
a
they
few.
are.
We've seen a few big conference games already, and now so we kind of see who's who now a little bit. But obviously, there. If you look at some of the teams in SEC, their schedules are still
The next
insane.
few weeks, the next few weeks are their biggest games.
Yeah.
But something that I guess that brings us to the first thing we can talk about. Like, I mean, after these first 6 games, who do you think is legitimate contender going
I
forward?
I personally don't think there's that many.
I think there's 3.
I
So
think Ohio State. I like Miami. Uh,
it's funny. I don't
honestly,
know.
I mean, CB's got to go Ole Miss, I think, for his last one, right?
Well, I I might get backlash, but like obviously Ohio State. I mean, Ohio State's probably gonna win it all. But
prob- yeah, I think
I know they stumbled around last week, but Ole Miss is a contender of mine. I think they get probably the 4 seed or the 3 seed as the. I think they win the SEC championship. So I think they win the SEC. I think they get that 3rd or 4th seed. Um, Ohio State gets the 1. Miami gets the 2.
see.
The funny thing is, I probably put Indiana at the 3, honestly, maybe. But I still think that Oregon is the contender. I think they'll still make it as like
Well,
an 8, 9, or 10 seed or
yeah.
whatever. Probably 8 or 9 seed. And I still think Oregon is a contender. So I think
Thing
Ole
is,
Miss, Ohio State,
Indiana
and
probably won't be the 3 because they'll.
um,
They won't be. If Ohio State wins the conference, they're not. They can't be the
Yeah,
3.
it'll be like the. I personally, I don't like this team, so it's hard for me to say. But I honestly
But actually,
think
this I
that
forgot.
their
Actually, I
contender would be
forgot this year
Georgia.
I forgot
they're
this year
not.
they got rid of. This year they
Yeah,
got rid of the
it's just overall
automatics.
seed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this
It's
year.
just seeding.
Yeah,
So
this
the
year they
12
got
seed will
rid of
be
the.
the whatever group of 4 ever conference champ
USF or UNLV looks like right now,
yeah
Yeah.
or
or
Memphis.
hey, San Diego State.
Nope.
No, not they're not. There's no chance. No,
There's a chance. There's a
it's.
chance.
I think it's USF. I think Memphis chokes eventually.
We just watched
But
UNLV. We just watched UNLV give up 48 points to a
Which
1-4 Air Force team.
that's what Air Force done every single week so far.
I
Air
don't want
Force
to hear it though.
right now they have the worst ranked defense in the country, and they have like it's like 14th or something, 13th best offense in the country. So like that's what Air Force has been doing.
Off
But
topic, but the
I
Bucs
mean
are
I
cooking.
could agree with that for the most part. I think A&M is like the legitimate top
I,
four
I,
team.
I actually I do like A&M, but it's out of bounds.
I think A&M's offense this year is more complete than it's been
I
probably
I
since the short season, the 2020 season when they only played 6 games and they were like 5-1 with
I personally love
Kellen Mond.
Marcel Reed,
Yeah, I
and
think it's
maybe
the
I'm not,
best. I think it's the best all-around team that A&M's had since
but
2020, and then before that for a while since like the Manziel years.
I'm really bad at this. But I've always had like kind of biases towards teams that have kind of been there, like done it before. So I'm not a fan of Georgia, but I'm always
I hate Georgia.
like not
You
gonna
trust
count
them
the
to win.
results. I trust them to
I have
win.
six. I have six SEC teams in my playoff.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Which is just not going to happen.
I have 5.
They play each other, so it's just not going. It
I
just
know
can't happen.
I know,
it can
but
happen.
I would be if a four loss SEC team gets into the playoff, I will
Why does it have
I
to be
will ride it.
four?
mine doesn't have 4 losses.
Yeah, it wouldn't have to
Okay,
be
if
four.
there's multiple 3-loss SEC teams in the playoff,
Dylan, there's
I
like
will ride.
19 teams. There's like 19 teams in the conference. There's like or whatever. There's like 18 teams in the conference. They don't all play each other.
Correct,
How
but
about this?
which teams?
How about we just go through our top 12s?
Should I
Like
go
You know,
first?
The next 2 weeks, Ole Miss plays at Georgia, at Oklahoma.
Yep, I know. I had both of them making it, by the way.
Correct. So that's okay. So you have to choose a winner there. Oklahoma has one loss.
Dylan,
They
we're
play.
past the days where
Oklahoma plays at home against Ole Miss. Then they play at Tennessee, at Alabama, at Mizzou, at LSU, or home against LSU.
yep.
So they have to go. If they lose more than 2 games there, Oklahoma's not making it. Out of those 5 games, they have to lose
So then,
less than
Dylan, we
two of
come
those.
back. We come back to the same conversation we have every single years. Are we valuing competition or are we valuing just wins? Because then again,
Well,
we'll just stop playing those hard games.
no, eight. That's not even. That's your
Dylan,
conference though.
here's the thing. I
7-5 or 8-4. Just you can't make the
No
playoff
one's no
if that's
one's
your
no one
argument.
is
arguing for seven. I don't think that
I'm
LSU
saying
getting in as an 11 seed is winning 7 games. I think they're winning probably
I'm
still
saying
9.
I'm saying Oklahoma has one loss right now. They lost to Texas,
I have
right?
all
Now
of
they
my
play.
12 teams have 2 losses or less.
Okay, well here's my thing. Texas just beat Ole Miss or beat Oklahoma this week, 2 days ago, right? And now
Oklahoma's not
Oklahoma
making it.
plays. Okay, I'm guessing CB has Oklahoma in his
I
They
have them as a
play
10 seed right
out
now.
of 6 teams. Out of those
they
six
play
teams, it has to
5
be
top
Oklahoma
15 teams in a row to end the season.
Yep. Yep.
and South Carolina.
In
They
South
play at
and they play
Lenores,
Illinois.
and then they go.
Okay. Again,
It's at
I said my
SC, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Alabama, Mizzou, LSU.
just saying. I'm just reporting the news what I have.
Now, it is in their favor that they play home Ole Miss, home Missouri, home LSU. But
Yeah, their
at
toughest
Tennessee,
game.
at Alabama is tough.
Georgia has Cupcake.
And this is why I have them where I have them.
Bama has one loss, but they still play Tennessee at SC, LSU, Oklahoma at Auburn.
Okay, Dylan. So right now you're saying that 6 SEC teams or
It's
5
too
teams
much.
is crazy. Okay, now
Yes.
you tell me when a team is not a contender to make the playoffs. Ole
They're all
Miss.
they're all contenders, but I'm
Okay, but
saying
tell me who's missing here. Ole Miss,
I have to look at their
A&M,
schedule.
Bama,
I
Georgia,
can't do that.
LSU,
I can't
Tennessee,
do that.
Missouri,
You have to give me
Vanderbilt,
a second
Oklahoma.
to you give me a second to pull up their schedule in order to do that. So I have
Okay,
to
but
give them I have
I
to
already
give
did
them
this
losses.
today. I went through all their schedules, and
If you have I say it could be the best 3-loss SEC team will make it. If there's multiple SEC teams, three losses, there are not going to be multiple teams making it.
I'm just telling you. I personally did this today. I went through all the schedules, and like let's see, Tennessee right now is 1 loss. So they have 3 games right now on the schedule that maybe 4 that I could see them losing.
Hey,
But
Galby, you said Vanderbilt is one of those teams, which
yeah,
I would love
No.
them to make it. I want them to, but they play home LSU, Mizzou, Texas, Auburn, Tennessee. They can't lose more than 2 of those games.
yeah, I know.
Out of those 4 games, they can't realistically they can't win. They can't lose 2 of those games. They have to win
I
four
I
of those 5. They have to win 4 of those 5 games to make it.
I think they can.
They can, but if they,
I'm personally I don't care about that little number by Texas, dude. I'm
but I'm
not
saying
moved by
those,
them.
but I'm saying those other teams also have to win those games. They have to. They both.
Yes,
They can't. You can't both beat. You can't both win that game. Someone has to lose that game.
I know.
So I think there's too many teams.
But then okay, but then you look at the other conferences and their teams, like they play each other, and also they don't have as many like good games as SEC teams do. I mean, for
Correct.
example, like let's look.
Like the ACC.
If BYU loses um 2 games to like Texas Tech and I don't know Cincinnati or something, that's on like their 2 losses
Okay,
that they're done then.
here's a hypothetical, I guess. Okay, Virginia, the rest of the year, they have a very good chance at winning out. I would say at Duke, home against Wake Forest are 2 tough games. I think they'll win the rest of those games. But
So,
but realistically, they could win all those games.
but then though,
They don't play Georgia Tech or Miami in the regular season. Georgia
yeah,
Tech
but then they'll have to play
also doesn't
them.
play those teams. What?
They'll have to play one of them in the.
Georgia Tech right now is the number 12 team in the country. They have a very good chance at winning out until the last game of the year against Georgia. So there'd be a one-loss team because they're undefeated right now. They'd be a one-loss team with only lost to another playoff team. And then Miami, let's just say Miami wins out too. So
Does the
none of those 3 teams play each other.
does the ACC do like West, East, and West or anything?
No.
So it'll if it's Georgia Tech and Miami in the conference championship,
Well,
then let's say Virginia wins out, they don't even get a chance to play in the conference championship game. They have
what's
one
the
loss.
ACC? What's the ACC tiebreaker?
Oh, they don't do it again, do they?
Well,
Yeah, they do, don't
I
they?
I know you guys
Head-to-head
want
result?
I know you guys want it to be this way, and I get it, but like there's just not a lot of I don't know that there's many options for there to be the 2 ACC teams.
I well,
I'm
there
saying
will
you
be 2.
can't. I'm saying you can't live. If Miami wins out and Miami's undefeated, and then Georgia Tech only has one loss to a Georgia team that's also going to be probably top 5 by that point because it's the last game of the year. If Georgia Tech is undefeated until that Georgia game and they lose by say a touchdown, you can't leave Georgia Tech out.
The problem is, Dylan,
Yeah,
is
and that's a lot of what if in there. I'm just basing
It's
it off
not though. It's
kind of
not.
like what
They play Duke, Syracuse, NC State, Boston College, Pitt. That's
any
all
given
one of.
Saturday. Any given Saturday.
Correct. Any given Saturday, so they could beat Georgia as well.
Yeah, I
But
know. There's
I'm saying if let's say they only lose one game and it's to Georgia by a touchdown, they're in,
who?
and so is Miami, Georgia Tech. If they're 11-1 with one loss to Georgia
Oh
by a touchdown,
yeah. No,
yes,
yeah.
that's fine. And I can live with that. Yep, that's
And
fine.
that's two
If
ACC teams.
can we just go over our rankings first so I can say what I have?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to go me all at once, or
Let's
we can,
do
or we each share
let's
our
do
Okay, just give
conference.
me your
Let's do conference
no,
winners first.
no. Just give me your fucking straight seating.
like? You want me to go 1 through 12 right now?
Yes,
Okay, I have
and
Ohio State.
and again I know that the first 4 get buys, and then 5 plays 12, 6 plays
Okay, yeah.
11.
So as my ones, I have Ohio State at 1,
Yep.
Miami at 2. I have Georgia at 3.
Speak.
Then I have Texas Tech at 4.
Okay, then keep going.
I have Indiana at 5. Oregon at 6. A&M at 7. Georgia Tech at 8. Ole Miss at 9. Vanderbilt at 10, Tennessee
Mhm.
11, and Bulls. I got the Bulls at 12.
Horns
All
up.
right.
And to be quite honest,
Horns up
Dylan,
for Texas. The burn.
is when I was looking at it today, I get that it's maybe a lot of teams for the SEC, but yeah, remember there's only 4 conferences, and like
You're buying into it, dude. You're buying into it.
I'm not. I'm just looking at like I personally care about who you play, and so
Correct. But you
me,
also
if who was it? Ole Miss? Was it Ole Miss that we're talking about? Plays 5 in a row, top 15 teams.
They all play 5 and like they
But
all
what
play.
I'm saying is, if Ole Miss loses 2 games in that stretch,
2 games. I said it's fine. I said there can't be multiple 3-loss teams.
no, I went through the schedules. I have no 3 loss teams in mind. It works,
No, that's
Dylan. Trust me, it
possible. That's
works.
possible.
It's so possible, Dylan.
Well, my favorite team out of Land's teams that you listed was Pavia. I just don't see Pavia not losing 3 games.
He's gonna lose 3 games.
If yeah, that's what I'm saying. If Land said they don't have
I
they
have
don't have them losing
I
three
had
games.
them losing in Tennessee.
If Vanderbilt doesn't lose 3 games, they're higher than the 10 seed. A 2-loss Vanderbilt team with that schedule is higher than the 2 seed.
I mean, I guess I personally just didn't put that much into Texas.
I know, I know.
I know they just beat Oklahoma or whatever, but
I know who you play matters. That includes non-conference games. But I also think winning is the most important thing, and I can't back off that. Even though I know the committee doesn't think that. I know for the committee, winning isn't really matter that much. I think winning is the most important thing.
it is. But like, okay, so Notre Dame's then went out,
But they already have 2 losses.
but they have 2 losses, and I mean you play USC, I guess
Yeah,
next week.
yeah, they're not making it. They already have 2 losses. They
But
shouldn't
they're
make it.
gonna. But actually, Pittsburgh might.
Pittsburgh's good.
Dude.
I will say some of my fringe teams,
That's my only concern with some of those ACC teams I was saying earlier.
like
Is Pitt.
Oklahoma to me was a fringe. I could see it going either way. I also kind of liked. It was hard for me to rank Virginia because I actually had them winning out, but I'm just like I don't know what to do with them.
You leave them out. There's
They
12
have
spots. There's 12 spots,
Virginia's.
and yes, there's gonna be some teams, but Virginia does not have like just when you say it out loud, Dylan, just say it out loud. Like, who do I let in the who's coming to the playoff?
Oh, dude, I hate that. I hate that, dude.
Georgia,
Don't do that. No, don't do that.
Georgia,
I hate that.
or Virginia.
You know, it's
Well,
my
shut
least
up,
favorite
Dylan. They're
thing.
not playing anybody.
You know, it's my least favorite thing in college sports.
I don't
If
care if it's your least
Is
favorite.
the name on the front of the jersey? Like, what, dude? We're
No,
not doing
because
that.
but they'll have the same record though.
Okay, yes. If Virginia is 1-loss Virginia team versus a 3-loss SEC team, I'm taking the 1-loss Virginia team.
okay, well, what if the 3 losses is Vanderbilt and their losses are to like Tennessee and LSU?
Okay, which week do? Okay, they play Tennessee last week of the season. Tennessee, up until that point, plays Bama this week, so they're going to drop. They play home against Oklahoma, and they play in the
So they're
swamp.
just not going to drop, but okay.
They're going to lose. They're going to drop a little bit, losing to Alabama this week.
Who's losing to Alabama this week?
Tennessee.
No,
No,
It's in Tuscaloosa.
don't
actually,
care
yeah,
where
actually, I
it's
do
at.
have actually have Alabama winning this game.
Stevie will ride with Rocky Top.
Yep.
Okay, Deland. So, is Vanderbilt's win in the last week of the season going to matter as much if Tennessee loses 2 of those games?
I mean, I don't. I think they'll lose to Bama, but I think they'll win.
Home against Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I say we just let Dylan give me his 12 now.
I didn't even make a ranking, but I can just go off the
Well,
top
you
of
have a
my head,
lot
I
of
guess.
opinions. You have a lot of opinions. You
My
seem to have a lot of right and wrong
my
answers. So
I haven't even had a lot of opinions. My only opinion I've made one opinion so far. My only opinion was that multiple 3-loss SEC teams should not be in the playoff.
And to be honest, my Vanderbilt pick was mostly wishful thinking. But I think my take this year is I think Bama misses it after the Iron Bowl.
Which Auburn? Yeah, Auburn's a good team. I actually like Auburn.
I
They're
think
already eliminated from playoff contention.
correct, but
Auburn's
I think
not gonna make it yet,
they'll be
but
the
they're a
reason
good
why
team. I'm saying
Bama misses it. Bama's gonna lose to um
it's in Auburn too,
LSU this year. They're gonna lose to LSU, then they're gonna lose to Auburn to miss the playoff.
and at Lenore's.
They might lose. They might lose at Norris.
They can't keep getting away with it, dude. Bama can't keep getting away
I
with it.
know.
Back-to-back weeks, they were on the brink of losing, and they just hold on to it at the end.
Okay, so this
Again,
is pissing.
I know we talked about it last week, but that Vanderbilt loss, the score is not at all even close to what the game was.
The Vanderbilt, oh yeah,
The score is not tell the story.
because Pavia turned the ball over twice inside the 15.
Yeah,
Like they were down there.
it's like
I mean,
obviously
they're also
when you win,
defense
you
sucks, but-
win. That's what it is. But
All right, should I try to?
sometimes you gotta look in between the lines and say.
Well, I can do
that's-
mine, Dylan. If you don't want to, if you don't have anything, but like I have mine, and
Do
I feel
yours.
pretty good
Okay,
about it.
go yours first.
Okay, so 1 seed Ohio State, 2 as the Big Ten champ, 2 seed Miami as the AC champ, 3 seed Indiana, 4 seed Ole Miss as the SEC champ, 5 Alabama, 6 A&M, 7 Georgia, 8 Oregon, 9 Texas Tech as the Big 12 champ, 10 Washington, 11 US swayed me for Georgia Tech, even though I had probably an SEC school there, and then 12. I'll let you guys have South Florida.
I don't want to Florida.
So yeah,
And here's the thing: Washington, as my 10, could potentially be 11-1.
I
With
like
their
Washington.
only loss being to Ohio State. Obviously, they could lose the last game of the year against Oregon, and then they're 10-2. But their 2 losses are to 2 top 10 teams, and originally 2 top 3 teams. But then Oregon slipped against Indiana.
So
I think I'm putting too much stock in Indiana. I know it was a big win for them against Oregon, and I know they're good. I know they are.
I think I like Indiana at the 3, or like you have them at a 3. Maybe they are the third best team, but I think they're gonna not be the number 3 just because I don't think they win the Big Ten. I'm guessing like the week before. Honestly, I think the SEC champ probably passes Miami going into the like final rankings
I don't
too.
know. It's hard.
They'll put
No,
they'll like
they all play each other. They all play each other, so they're all gonna have 3 losses.
no, they're the SEC champ won't have 3 losses. There's
Wait,
all the teams that you guys are
who-
the teams you guys
who'd you
have
have
on the
winning at
fringe.
Bama?
Your fringe SEC
winning-
teams will.
I picked Ole Miss.
Ole Miss to win it all to the SEC.
Yeah, and apparently they're gonna lose multiple games.
Well, no, I'm just
I
so.
don't think Ole Miss.
So you said this year they're not doing like not ranking by seeding by.
I think
no,
Ole
no,
Miss.
But
just
you
loses
still
one
think
game.
you still think they'll put Indiana at 3 after losing the Big Ten?
That's what I'm saying. That's my point was. I think the SEC champion will move to number 2, going into the final rankings
I
after
know it's not necessarily ranked by that, but
after
at the
championship weekend. I think
at the same time, then you'd have a 1-loss Indiana versus a undefeated maybe.
I think after championship weekend the SEC champ goes to number 2 behind Ohio State, and then number 3 is Miami.
Yeah,
Well,
I think
Ole Miss has the easiest schedule.
Number 4, yeah, Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss might lose one game, either
so.
Georgia or Oklahoma. They lose one of those 2.
Another thing about SEC though, Dylan, is like the hard part is from moving forward is there's so many teams in the SEC and they're all really a lot of them are really good.
Well, I was gonna say number 4. I think number 1 is Ohio State. 2 is I'll pick my SEC champ, I guess. I want it to be A&M, so I'll go A&M. 3 3 Miami. 4. Let's say Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss could make the championship. And then 5 Indiana, losing the Big Ten championship. 6 Oregon. 7
6, 7.
Georgia.
6,
8 it should be Georgia Tech, but they're not going to be. It's going to be another SEC team there.
Have you said Alabama yet?
8 probably going to be Alabama. I don't want them to be though. So I'm going to take Alabama out of the playoffs because I want them to lose the rest of the games of the rest of the year.
Playoffs.
I want them to lose the rest of the games.
I didn't have them
Okay.
in my playoffs. I probably should have
I
had them
hope
in
they lose.
11.
I hope they lose Tennessee, South Carolina, LSU, Oklahoma, Auburn.
So yeah, I just want to make it clear that like my wishful thinking, I have Vanderbilt in the playoffs, but
So
realistically,
DB,
it'll probably be Bama instead of them.
DB, you've been high on
What?
Missouri all year, right?
I know, but I'm just looking at their schedule. I'm like, dude, they're just not going
I
to
know,
make
but
it.
here's the thing: Alabama just beat them, and you don't want to put Alabama in your playoff.
I don't want to, but they have to.
Yeah, that's true. They beat Vanderbilt too. Dang it, I gotta take Vanderbilt out now. Bama,
All right. So
Bama's
that
my
means
10 seed actually.
number eight's Bama, 9 Georgia Tech, 10. Um,
I just changed it. Proof.
Plus, Alabama only plays 3 more ranked games the rest of the year.
Yeah, I had to change mine to Bama because they beat a team that I had them in there, so I can't.
Yeah,
10 UVA, 11. Um,
this is where you can put Tech if you want. Oh wait, you
well,
can't have Virginia and Tech.
I can. Why
DB,
can I not?
you're
They
gonna
don't play
lose.
each other.
I know, but you're gonna lose all credibility if you put 3 ACC teams in there.
Well, okay, I know they're not. I know that they're not seeding
Oh,
by.
I thought
They're
you were
not
talking about
seeding by, but
Texas. I
it's,
thought you
it's
were talking about
still.
Texas Tech.
Oh no, Georgia Tech.
I'm having two. I'm having two ACC, two SEC, or two Big 12s. I think Georgia Tech and Miami, and then Texas Tech and BYU.
BYU just doesn't have left in them. I don't think.
They play each other in a couple
It was
weeks.
do it. So who's your 12 seed then?
UNLV, dude.
You can have them.
I'm. I had to change mine to Bama
Actually,
instead of
I don't think
Vanderbilt.
that's I don't think that's right. I have to go actually look
I
through
am.
every
I'm
single
very. I'm very big on
schedule.
head to head, and I.
Dude,
No
BYU
way.
DB has a gauntlet the rest of the year, and not even all ranked teams, but like just like a very classic Big 12 gauntlet. Like
We're not.
Well,
they play Utah at Iowa State, at Texas Tech, TCU at Cincinnati,
I think
UCF.
it's I think it's time we remove one of those teams from the gauntlet discussion.
I'm just
Which,
saying, any given week, any given Saturday,
Correct. Okay, we use for every team, dude.
they do have a bye. It looks like maybe after Iowa State, so
I'm saying
they'll have a bye before Texas Tech.
we need to get rid of the Iowa State gauntlet discussion. Their offenses
I
doesn't
didn't
have the
know
power
that.
to.
No.
Iowa State's
I know.
offenses do not have the power to hold up anymore.
They scored 38 and 24 last 2 games, so it's not horrible. I mean, no, 30 and 17, which isn't great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
their
I don't know.
offenses doesn't have the. Well, they lost too much receivers last year. Like I still think Rocco is good, but their receivers are not that good, and the running game has been underwhelming for what the expectations were going into the year.
Carson Manson's been terrible, just by the way.
And Abu Salman's not been doing anything, so it's like they've been underperforming.
Correct.
Yeah.
But like the only take I have for the rankings is my opinion on winning matters.
It does matter,
If
but
you guys didn't recognize, I left Tennessee out, which I don't like to do. Obviously, I would flip Tennessee into the 11th spot for Georgia Tech, but you guys swayed me on Georgia Tech for some reason, even though I still think Tennessee maybe
they're
gets
good,
in.
dude. They're good.
I know.
I have to look at it. Georgia Tech easily could lose this week at Duke, and they still play Pitt. I mean, it's at home against Pitt, but
That's
they
that's
still have,
another one. Is Pitt is they're not gonna do anything like close to the playoff wise, but they might ruin some.
They'll ruin some
Pitt's
weekends for
good,
sure.
dude. Heischel, dude, he's been
Like Auburn in the ACC. They're not gonna make the playoffs, but they might ruin some other
the two
teams'
games
playoff.
the two games that Heischel has played this year. He's been good. I need to look at the Duke game. Where's that? I was looking
It's
at Duke versus Georgia Tech.
Well, that's kind of our
Plus
playoff stuff,
one.
huh? That's our playoff prediction contest.
I mean, like we have like 90% of the same teams.
I know, and
Oh,
but
geez,
And
we also all agree that there's really only like 2 or 3 contenders, like 2 can actually
yeah,
win it.
yes,
yeah,
DB, who do you think can actually win it?
Ohio State.
Pretty much it.
Yeah,
I think Ohio
I
State will win it.
I would agree. I
But
mean, that's
the thing
but
is,
obviously it
the
gets
thing
tough.
is any time when you have like a playoff format like this where it's like Ohio State might have 2 fumbles or whatnot.
One injury.
Well, some like when it's one game like that, that's the only reason why I can't just say Ohio State is the only team that can win it.
Well,
I know.
my thing is like going into the year. I think for Ohio State was like questions about their young players and like
Yeah,
Is Julian Sane going to be what people hype him up to be, or is he going to have a little
he absolutely is.
freshman
He
curve?
absolutely is.
He's been just
Yeah,
fine.
Which
he
And their
it's
defense is
actually
insane.
it's actually a good
yeah like their
segue.
defense was going to be great. Like it's just like who knew? You just had question marks about. Not even really
Their
question marks.
defense,
It was more
their
just
defense
like
is giving up.
never seen it before.
The defense is giving up almost just a field goal a game. They're giving up less than a touchdown per game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They were.
Right.
we're gonna have 6.8 points per game this year.
That's it.
Yep.
Oh, who they just play?
Um,
who Ohio State?
they got 16 points to Illinois.
That's what
But
it is. I was gonna
before
say
that,
they were giving up 5.5 points, and
it
then
was
we lowered their average.
before that it was 7-0-9-6-3, and it was 16 to Illinois.
Yeah, I was gonna say they were only giving up 5.5 points. We came in, lowered their average,
And I'm
and
pretty
then
sure Illinois scored like kind of a
they had
pretty
like
sure
an
they scored a touchdown towards the end of there.
end of game fluky one, not fluky, but like end of game.
But yeah, so they should have really have 6 games with under 10 points. But
Yeah.
I mean, Oklahoma is only giving up 9 points a game.
It's not bad.
Okay, but talking about saying that's actually a good segue to talking about like the quarterbacks this year.
Which have been like overwhelmingly mid.
Well, I think I brought him up last week, didn't I? We were just talking about Duke too. I said Darian Mensah is a player that people need to start respecting. Maybe it was whenever me and Land were on. I think it was the last time me and Land did together. Was that
So
last week?
No,
could
you
you
talk about. I was there. You talk
could
about Jerry Mensa.
could you
Oh,
say that there's been a lot of talk about the quarterbacks play this year and how it's been kind of mid? Could you say that like maybe the players that everyone thought would be good are mid, but there actually has been some
Yeah,
there's been some good quarterbacks.
I will say I do think that
Jaden Mayaba,
overall it has
Darian
been kind of
Mensah.
underwhelming.
Well, the quarterback play for the best teams hasn't been like
Yeah.
outstanding. That's the thing.
Like
There's been good. There's been good quarterbacks.
out of all of the our teams that we put in our playoff rankings, who do you think is the best quarterback on there?
Um,
like this whole season
say
or in the last few weeks? Because if that's the case, Trinidad Chambliss has been the best quarterback of
yeah,
them so far.
Stevie will ride with Chambliss. I
But
think it's the
also,
top two. I think it's the top two teams.
I am going to also respect Ty Simpson's efficiency.
I was just going to say Ty Simpson. I the last 2 weeks watching him play, I've actually have been pretty impressed
He
with
just
him.
doesn't do anything. He threw a pick, his first pick of the season, the other day. But
Against
other than
Vanderbilt.
that, he just does like he'll go kind of like Luke Altmaier. He'll go 19 for 22, 260, 2 touchdowns. Like he doesn't do anything like he doesn't do like 650 yards, 5 touchdowns, but he just gets the job done. I don't know. It's just like it's
Yeah.
not very fun. It's not that like entertaining to watch. Like he doesn't run the ball for 200 yards either. So it's like not crazy to watch, but
I
I don't
think
know.
it's the top two teams have the top two quarterbacks.
I think
I hate Carson Beck too, but he's actually been good this year.
I know.
he's been good. I think if I had to pick, if you take into team success and quarterback play combined, I would say Julian Sagan's probably best. But
They also have the
I
he
also just
also has
want
the
to
best
say my
receiving
favorite
core.
quarterback to watch out of my playoff teams has been
It's
Marcel Reed.
Pavia.
He's been
For your
good.
playoff teams. For your playoff
Yeah,
teams, it's
if
Pavia for me.
Pavia threw it to the guys I wanted to throw it to when I put money on them, yeah, I would like Pavia. But I don't even know
Huh?
why he warms up. I'm watching Pavia warm up on the sidelines like after he ran the ball like 8 times in a row. Don't like just save time. Don't warm up with the arm. Yeah, gonna throw it the ball anyway. But no,
Huh?
Marcel Reed. I think he's really fun to watch. Um,
Honestly,
yeah,
if I mean, I guess I can only speak on mine because I don't remember yours. But like, in my playoff, I mean, the worst quarterback on my list legitimately might be Baron Morton, and that's like
He's just mid.
and he's been
He's good for Texas Tech, but like he's not like he's like anything special either.
yeah, he's probably the worst one. I
Yeah,
love what's his name? Demond Williams, Washington.
for Washington.
He's been fun.
He's good. He's living up to the hype too. He's hyped coming into the season. He's been
Yeah.
good.
I'm gonna
I
see if I can find
think
some
Yeah.
stats for that online. Let's see. D, which quarterback stat do you value the most? Like, do you do QBR, QBR,
yeah,
yards, touchdowns?
I'll
Like,
get trolled. I'll get trolled for saying my
that's what I want to hear because I know it's gonna be just stupid.
yeah. Actually, I mean actual stat. It can't be the DB.
No, it cannot be the DBI test.
Okay, but okay, I just want since you didn't ask me, but I'm gonna chime in here. Personally, if I think
I think
there is
touchdown to interception ratio against good teams is like the
my
most important.
thing is I don't know if I can say one stat because personally I literally don't know exactly what quarterback rating or QBR even like measures because I've seen like a like QBRs that are really bad, but also like I feel like they played pretty well.
Well,
That's the eye test. L B.
To me, to me,
I
eye
think
test matters because if you can't go off eye test, then maybe it's not you shouldn't be
well
judging.
if you only take stats in a vacuum, then like with no context, then it's hard to actually judge it. But if you had to choose one stat, because I
I
think
know.
everything is contextual. Like context is everything.
I think
I
touchdown
know.
interception
Well,
ratio is
here's the
my
thing: if you look at like just like
Yeah,
the basic stats, like most people do, like yards, touchdowns, stuff, the best quarterbacks, and it's not really that close. Sawyer Robertson,
I think
okay.
touchdown to
and
interception ratio against good
and
teams.
Baylor's like mid. So
I think yards should not be the. I think you
but
gotta
you
look at
also
I look at like completion percentage and like touchdown interception ratio. Um,
Against good teams too, because sometimes quarterbacks will have a good touchdown interception ratio because they had
yeah,
6 touchdowns against
but
FCS Northwest, and then they are like
then like
they
holy
have like a one
buckets.
touchdown, one interception against the other good team they actually
completion
played.
completion percentage combined with like air yards. Like I don't need like 2019 Drew Brees throwing 75%, but
Or
I'll say this:
Justin Fields.
Julian Sand is
yeah,
at 78.4% right now,
Yeah,
and he's averaging just under 10 yards per completion.
that's pretty. Yeah, that's good.
Next, hey DB, next on that list, Carlos Del Rio Wilson. Yikes!
oh, dude,
What?
don't bring his name up, dude. Don't bring his name up. Actually,
We're not doing Marshall this year, are we, DB?
no, because
We are
LB
not
knows what happened.
Marshall.
LB knows what happened this past weekend with Marshall, so we're not doing
We're not
Carlos
doing.
Del Rio
We're,
Wilson.
we're
We are
not
not
doing
Marshall.
Carlos Del Rio. No, we're not
That's
doing Marshall.
he. They just smacked Old Dominion, so I can't do Marshall right now.
But we do have. Oh, we have games tomorrow, DB.
Yeah, it started last week. I think there was the first Wednesday games.
But tomorrow's Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday. Oh, we have Tuesday games. Um, I think the leader in passing yards is still Colton
It's
Joseph from Old
Robertson.
Dominion.
It's
Oh,
Robertson.
more than Colton Joseph?
Oh, dude, DB.
What?
How many yards do you think Colton Joseph has?
No, not total yards. Yards per pass, like per
Oh,
completion, like
no,
air
not even
yards
close.
per completion.
He's at 9.7. The high is. I'm not really counting him. It's Georgia Tech's backup quarterback.
Oh,
Jaden
versus
Maeva.
Jaden
Jaden Maeva's got 10.8.
and
Dude,
Jamon
Demond
Williams, DJ
Williams.
Carr.
He's like on all these lists. He's up there for completion percentage at 74. He's up there for yards at 1,600. Touchdowns, he has 10. Only one pick. He's taken 16 sacks. Yikes.
Hmm.
Dude, he's good. You love seeing Ole Miss have 3 and 4 ranked quarterbacks on there.
Yeah,
But yeah, so I think it's fair to say overall we've kind of agreed that the quarterback play has just kind of been
Well, there's
underwhelming.
just
I'm not gonna say bad, but underwhelming to say.
I think
yeah.
it's
They
just been
still
average this year.
yeah.
Yeah,
Taylor Green's good.
There's good players.
It's
Yeah.
still good players. I think that just overall it's just kind of been
Where's my
underwhelming. But
where's my
um,
where's my where's my boy at? Oh jeez.
I mean, even if you look at rushing yards this year, then outside
Um,
of Mizzou, I think Mizzou is ranked. Um,
he's terrible.
BYU is ranked. There's two ranked teams with top 10 running backs in the top 10 rushing yards.
yeah.
So like even the running backs like on the best teams aren't necessarily putting up the best stats.
And I just want to shout out quick, like
Like usually you
his
have
stats don't say much, aren't that amazing, but when you watch him, Byron Brown is he just gets it done,
stop.
dude.
Usually you have a running backs that are on the best teams that are still in the top of the country in rushing yards. Like last year, for example, last year the top three running backs in the country were Genty, Scadaboo, Hampton,
Yeah,
and those guys are all on good teams. And R.J. Harvey, Caleb Johnson, Taj Brooks, Jones, like all of the top running backs in the country were on good teams. This year, you have like two good running backs, or two running backs that are on top teams. I still think the best running back in the country is not even being used close to enough. Like this past week against Air Force, Jaden Thomas, 11 carries for 88 yards.
Dude, it's because we do too much. We do too much sharing. We do too much like. It's weird. I don't know.
Also, it's
Just
because they run with with Calandre too much, their quarterback. And it's like, dude, this guy averages 8 yards a carry, and you're giving him 11 to 13 carries a game. You should be getting if you're averaging 8 yards a carry, you're not getting the ball enough because you should like.
I know. You
I
would
feel like
just do the math. If you get 8 yards of carry, you win the game by a lot.
you should
yeah.
be getting enough. You should be getting the ball enough that your average probably drops to like 6.5 or something.
You could argue that you should never actually finish a game with 8 yards per carry.
No, you probably didn't get the ball enough then.
Like
You probably broke it. You probably broke like a 25-yard carry, and then you didn't get the
it's
ball
like when
after
people
that.
say, um, like let's say for example, and um, like back in the day, like Klay Thompson should never finish a game 3 for 4 from three,
Yeah, it means you didn't shoot the ball. You shoot the ball more.
or like because like you should, yeah, that's
75. No, because nobody actually shoots 75% from the field
yeah,
or
no,
from 3-point line. So you should be shooting enough where your average probably drops down to, or like your
mhm.
percentage drops down to your average.
Yeah, that's what. But um,
All right,
I guess
but good.
we probably
Yeah,
mentioned the biggest news of the week is
James
James
Franklin
Franklin
getting
Yeah.
fired.
getting fired. The worst thing happened to Penn. Wait, no, not.
The best thing to happen. The best thing to happen to Penn State since 20.
And definitely not the worst thing to happen at Penn State. Definitely not the worst thing, but it's up there.
It's
If not the worst thing, definitely. I mean, I think it's one of the better things. I think their losses are one of the worst things.
compared to what has
The
happened.
firing is one of the best things for him.
Compared to
I
what
think it's actually. I think it's a bad firing, honestly.
You think
Uh,
he's headed for the You think he was headed for the Harbaugh like trajectory? You just give
Here's
him a
what I
couple more
think.
years, and eventually he'll break
Here's what
through it.
maybe that, but here's what I think. I think obviously, they've been like just known as Penn State 10-2, like just Penn State 10-2, 10-2.
yeah,
There's there's levels to this stuff now. Obviously, the playing field's a little more thin. So like the idea of like we only are gonna win like 9 or 10 games, that's a failure. That's just that's really hard
Well,
to
yeah,
win in that championship. And
I think it
is it
was.
you whoever they hire again, I think they hire Matt Rule.
Mhm.
But is Matt Rule better than James Franklin? I don't know. That's just an opinion, I guess. It'll be just me a matter of opinion. Obviously, it might be nice to get a new face in there, but
It was more the fact that James Franklin was already disliked by Penn State fans,
trust me, they were they
and
this was perfect for them. They've been trying to like justify
fire
firing
him
him
for
for
years.
years, but
And then
now they can
on top of
justify it.
that, On top of that, it was also losing 3 in a row, and 2 of those games being to UCLA and Northwestern.
Let's not hang on UCLA now. They're hot.
But
They're
sometimes though,
hot.
it's like
Against Michigan State is their other win.
They're
sometimes
hot.
Maybe I
you
think
gotta be
the
not
worst
not
team in
okay
the.
with being content with like what you've done. Like
I don't know.
if you look at his resume, oh yeah, he's 9 wins, 10 wins, but at some point,
I mean, it's not always
So
the coach. It's not you can't
how many
blame
years
no,
has
everything
he
it's
on
been
not
the
always
there?
the
coach,
coach.
but
But if something has to change, the coach is usually the first one to go.
How many years have they been? Has he been there?
12,
a
I think.
while.
I think it was 12 years.
Ever
Has he
since
picked them up
Paterno,
after?
I think.
No, they had Bill O'Brien. I think, or something like that. They had some
For like a
O'Brien. I
year.
think it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Bill O'Brien came next to like quickly fill
For like a
in
year.
while they were in absolute
Because
like.
Joe Pa was fired. That was like 2012 or something. So maybe 13 years ago, 2011. I was in like middle. I was in middle
Whenever
school.
that Sandusky stuff was, whenever that Sandusky was happening, I was like homesick from school a couple of days, and I just watched that story on repeat on Sports Center back in the day when they used to just cycle through the things.
Thing
I was
is,
in middle school. I think I was like it was like 2011 ish.
I actually remember that happening. I was like 9 maybe, but I do remember it.
Yeah, oh god,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was like the news of the everything. But who do you think's next then? Who's next firing? I think it stays in the Big Ten. I think I think the next firing is also in the Big Ten. And if you're going to, man, I can't say the word actually on this podcast. I think it's gonna be Wisconsin's. I was gonna say something about Wisconsin, but I can't say that.
Oh, yeah, good.
I think the next firing is Luke. It should be Luke Fickle.
And that's fine.
That's the
What's gonna be
worst.
interesting?
They're the
Here's a
worst. They're so bad.
here's the other thing. Not just firing. I think the coaches that take those jobs are also Big Ten coaches.
Yeah, replace each other with
I
Big Ten coaches.
yeah, I think the Penn State job. I think Matt Rule or Kurt Cignetti take that job. Or
I mean,
I saw somewhere else. I don't remember where I saw this. Maybe it was like the Ohio State. Oh, it was Brian Hartline, like Penn State maybe. But I
yeah.
think Kurt Cignetti is like will be like probably the most sought after person. I think
Penn
he's
State should try to get someone that's has at least some sort of an offensive bone in their body.
yeah.
Because
I think the obvious call is Matt Rule. Obviously, he's like went to school there, has connections there. He's been on the upward trajectory with Nebraska. So I think that's the obvious one. I'm not sure it's going to work out that way. I'm not even sure if he would take it. I mean, obviously I would. It's a lot of money. I'm not sure what they're going to pay the next guy because they still owe Franklin $50 million.
yeah,
But like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean,
Um, DB, if you have any
oh,
other like,
I was just
if you
gonna
have any
say,
like,
I was actually just gonna say Oregon State, but then I was looking up the information about their team, and I saw that they fired him yesterday.
yeah, they fired him yesterday. They're 0-7.
Trent Bray. Trent Bray fired yesterday. I'm like that's
Yeah,
also a team that needs to fire. And
yeah,
Mike Gundy was fired a few weeks ago at
yep.
Oklahoma State.
There'll be some shuffling
Is
around,
Mark's
but again,
is Mark Stoops get fired? I know he's actually one of the weird ones at Kentucky because like
he's
he
been there for so long.
and they never actually achieve anything, but the Kentucky fans actually like him as a coach.
They just made peace with their basketball school. So like,
I think he has a
yeah,
good personality, so I
if
think
we
they
can have a
like him.
nice,
But
yeah, we have a nice coach. The guys like him. We play basketball. That's okay.
yeah, because
And
Kentucky's been the most
every
mediocre.
year they ruin some like they ruined Ole Miss's year last year.
I think it's their goal. They're like one of
They're
the
usually competitive a little bit, and they always send a few guys to the NFL. So like they're not like just the worst team ever. They
can't compete with
go
other SEC teams.
they go 6-6.
They just
Five and
can't compete
seven,
in the
six and
conference.
six. Yeah, the conference is just too deep for them, which is funny.
Yeah.
I hate to be that guy, but can we like just move on to the next NFL thing, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a couple other
Yeah.
things to do tonight still. It's already 40, and we've been doing it for now.
The
Almost.
I
first,
honestly don't have much about the NFL this week.
Well, it was
I
tough. It was a chalk week.
yes,
And
It
like,
was, but
what's even like the main stories that are going on right now?
I think the main story now is like before the season started, we all kind of consensus said that the AFC South was maybe the worst
Oh,
division
Yeah, we
in
did all say
NFL,
that.
now the Colts are actually like one of the best
and the
teams in the.
Jaguars.
Did I before the season started? I don't think I said the Jaguars were gonna be good, but I said like I brought up the questions about T Law. I'm like,
I have.
can he
I
actually?
literally.
Can he actually? I was like, can T Law actually become good again? Because I don't know what happened to him after his second year in the league, but I think he's
I
actually
just
he's become the quarterback that I thought he was
I
again.
wouldn't have thought that the Texans would be the worst. Well, not the worst, but the like third team in that. And
Yeah, it's funny because I had Texans, Jags, Colts, Titans. I said Texans could win 12 games with favorable schedule.
They gotta go
yeah,
win 10 of their
um,
next
but
12
I think
games.
that there's obviously I think the maybe the biggest narrative on the NFL is the injuries this year. If you look at
Injuries,
let's look
injuries,
at
and then yeah,
if you go off of like let's go to divisions, like the AFC North has two teams that have been absolutely just
That's a big
three
part
amazing.
of the
teams,
Texans' problem.
Ravens
three
and Bengals,
teams: Ravens, Bengals, Browns.
All key players injured.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
and
that's why
or quarterback problems.
the Steelers are
yeah,
standing up there in the top.
and then
Yeah, no,
obviously
because yeah,
And it's another
obviously
year.
like
Mike Tom
even
is that the biggest loss ever in Minnesota history? Is not getting Mike Tomlin to. I mean, KOC is obviously. I love KOC now in hindsight,
yes,
but like for that however many year gap between Mike Tomlin leaving the Vikings as our DC
mhm.
and getting hired by the Steelers and instantly going to the Super Bowl within like 2 years, and then
Do you think?
being like the best coach in the league for the last 15 years or however long it's been.
And I will say, I Mike Tomlin, great coach, whatever. But let's say we kept him. Like we didn't we never have we didn't have a Hall of Fame quarterback on our team for 20 years.
correct.
Yeah, but it wasn't always Big
I
Ben that was
still
doing
No,
everything
it
either.
wasn't always them. The defenses were always really
Best
good
part,
too.
and that's what the
But I'm
Vikings have always been
saying,
good at.
yeah, but if you have top five defense every year, but also you had
Okay,
a Hall of Fame quarterback on your team,
imagine
and Hine
2017 with
Ford, and
Tomlin instead of Zimmer. So
yeah,
I still dream of the day that the Vikings have like a 17-year,
it's
Pro Bowl
coming.
quarterback.
It's coming.
Hope so.
But another injuries, obviously, our home team has been
I think
it's been
next week's like the week to get everyone back, right?
we're supposed to have like get five guys back, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe Brian
which
O'Neill's maybe. We'll
having
for sure
five
have
key
Donovan
players out
Jackson
is just
back. We'll for
ridiculous.
sure
we need
we'll
our
maybe
line
have
back.
maybe have Michael Jurgens back, who's our second string center, but better than
Hey,
Blake
something.
Brandel, who's not even a center. Potentially, we could have 4 out of 5 starters on the line, which is way better than what we had last week. Um,
Yeah,
I think McCarthy will be back next week. I don't think he'll play Sunday. I think they'll hold him until the short week. So I think they'll hold
Perfect.
him till next Thursday. Um, who else? Blake Cashman might be back this week, which is I think will be awesome for the run game because our run defense has been terrible. And if he's not back against the Eagles, then oh my gosh. Luckily, the Eagles stopped giving the ball to Saquon.
They don't run the ball anymore, so it's fine.
Yeah.
This week was
Um.
kind of the week of unders, no, LB?
Yeah. Trust
There's a
me,
lot of unders.
I took a lot of overs this weekend,
oh, I don't want
and
to bring up college football again, but I just thought that when you said the unders. Um, Last week we were talking about like our picks for the week, and I said, "Oh, Wisconsin, Iowa, that's got to be under for the year." It
And
ended up
Iowa
being
got it
37.
themselves.
Yeah, it ended up being 37-0, and the spread or the over under was 37.5.
I thought it was 36.5. That's what I thought
yeah.
me and LB were talking about. I thought they hit the over.
Oh, I think the original line was 37.5. Might have closed at 30.
Okay.
Might have closed at 36.5.
I just thought it was an odd number, like that, even number. And so
But like
me and LB
it
were talking
was,
about
I think it opened at 37.5, but it was like right at the number.
that. Like no one in history would have ever guessed that Iowa would get the over on their by themselves.
by their own.
Nothing
Oh
sucks.
gosh,
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll go back
Bijan
to
is so
NFL.
good.
But,
Okay, but what I
um,
was saying is either teams have been just flooded with injuries, or there's been like star players that have just gotten hurt, and it's been kind of just sad to watch.
Yeah,
Like
but in the end, it's like the teams at the top are still the teams at the top for the most part, and the teams at the bottom are still the teams at
for
the
the
bottom.
most part, like I
Like
don't
your bottom
think
teams
well,
are like
Ravens.
your bottom tiers of true, right? For the most part, yeah.
actually I would
Ravens are
say
the
the
exception.
only one that's really been affected has been the AFC North
Ravens.
because
Yeah.
the Niners have been injured all the season, but they're still the number one in the division. The Giants lost their best player, but they're still last, like they probably should have been. I mean, the Vikings are still 3-2 after all their injuries, which they might have been
If
3-2 anyway.
you, I mean, if we had to go to the playoffs right now, I think the Buccaneers would be maybe favorites. LB.
They are the number one team in the NFL right now.
That's what I was saying last. That's why I took them last week as my pick of the week. And I said that's one of those teams that every few years that gives us a fun team to watch. The Buccaneers are just that's the fun football team to
Mhm.
watch right now.
Yeah, it was not fun
And
watching
they
Ibuki
And
hurt yesterday.
and Bucky, yeah, Bucky hasn't even been playing either. And
and honestly, they have
Didi, have you
this
seen
year.
Didi, they have no one. They have Mike Evans is out. Chris Godwin was out, and Ibuka got hurt
Abuka might be out.
in the third quarter or halftime. Something like got hurt. Bucky Irving's out. They have none
Yeah,
of their skill players.
they just got
Abuka might actually be out for a while too. They said.
they just got Baker out there just slinging it.
Hmm.
Yeah, Tez Johnson, OP.
And so the Buccaneers this year, rest of the season, they play the Lions, Bills, and the Rams. Like that's pretty much the only like good teams they
I
play.
mean, outside that though, like the rest of the divisions, like the standings are roughly where you'd expect it.
I think the North should look a little different, but that's
I think the Chiefs eventually figured it out. Yesterday was a big step for them.
Broncos
Having
country. That's
beating
right.
the Lions. The Chargers are first right now, but the Broncos have the biggest point differential in the West.
yeah, it's
W.
But injuries, but I mean overall, it's what it is. I think
I will say my narrative is starting to look a lot better than it was earlier in the year. Patriots
Panthers,
are 4-2. Panthers are 3-3 now. And
yeah,
speaking of
Patriots. That's
injuries,
the team that I
Joe
was on
Hubbard was
too.
injured, and I think he lost his job maybe.
Rico Dowdle, back-to-back 30-point fantasy weeks.
As a person who has Rico Dowdle for the last 2 years in fantasy, this is like I think I'm kind of doing like a victory lap right now.
The last 2 weeks have been worth the last 2 years.
Yes, I had him last year, and he had a game or two where he like started and was good.
Did they win both
And
those
this
games
year,
actually?
huh?
Have they won both those games?
Yes.
And one was funny. Hey, when you just give the ball to your best player, things work
Another
out
block
for
field
you.
goal.
Which is why it's just
Yes.
like weird that like teams need to just do that. Like, don't be so like I don't know. It's weird to me. I
I
don't know.
know.
It's at
Get the
all
ball to
levels
Dowdle,
too.
get the
It's
ball
not.
to
It's
Tech.
not just. It's not just that.
Especially running backs.
Just give the ball to your best player. They're not gonna just like get hurt. Like everyone's like, oh, if he gets over 16 carries a game, he's gonna get hurt. Like, yeah, he might get hurt. He might not, but he might get hurt on his third carry, or might get hurt on the 33rd
Mhm.
carry.
Yeah.
When
In
you just give
NFL,
the ball
in
to your best
football, you can get
players,
hurt any.
yeah, any play. So just give the ball to your best player, and usually good things happen.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's so weird.
I
Like
mean,
when you look at box scores now, like on fantasy and stuff, it's like I was looking the other day. I was like, every single receiver had a catch. No one had more than three, and then there's like 5 or 6 different rushing stats. Like the quarterback was like the second or something like that. But like it was like 8 carries, 7 carries, 11 carries. Like, dude, just give the ball to your best player.
so speaking of best player, I think we can just have this conversation now. But like Justin Jefferson is like by far
Wide receiver one.
the best. Like he's by like again. I know Jamar Chase actually had kind of a good game towards the end of the game,
Dude,
but
it's
if
not
you
even
watch how often he just has single coverage
it's not
compared to
even a
Justin Jefferson.
conversation worth it's not even a conversation worth having because the way it is, Vikings fans who actually watch Vikings games know it's more than not just hype over Jefferson, and
Yeah.
non-Vikings fans will always try to throw in the next best receiver into that conversation.
I
So
just
like
for
it doesn't
me,
matter. It'll always be it's CeeDee Lamb, it's Devontae Adams, it's Jamar Chase, it's Tyreek Hill,
I
it's Puka
know.
Nakua. It's whoever else has been in that conversation with him.
let's see, Jamar Chase had 10 for 94 on a touchdown which is a good game with Joe Flacco, but that's been Jefferson's whole career, pretty much. Besides the first few years with Kirk, where he's been played, but the last 3 years, it's been
I would say the one thing that besides the one year they had like 138 receptions or whatever it was, like the one thing I wish the Vikings would do even more is still give him the ball more.
in which they have been the last 2-3 weeks now.
Yeah, he should
But
never have
I just
games with
think
less than 6 receptions, like realistically.
I can't understand how people that talk about like Jamar Chase or Puka, whatever, they watch him play, they get the numbers, but you gotta watch how Jefferson is covered. It's ridiculous.
Well,
Like
I just
I'm
said
watching
like
Jamar Chase get single coverage in the red zone. You don't see that with Jefferson.
I think Devontae Adams had like 2 years where he was in the discussion. Tyreek Hill had like 2 years. Jamar Chase had like 2 or 3 years, but it's always been Jefferson still.
It's who this person and Jefferson.
Yeah, it's
I think I
like
just don't.
two
I
years.
just
2 years ago it was C.D. Lamb and Jefferson. Before that was like it was Jamar and Jefferson. Last year was
it's
Jamar and Jefferson. It
mhm.
was like 5 years ago it was Devontae. Jefferson's first year in the league it was Jamar or Devontae and Jefferson.
And
This
Cooper
year
Cup
it's
one year.
Yep. This year it's Puka and Jefferson, but it's always Jefferson. The
I
one
just,
constant.
regardless of numbers, I'll always go back to just watch how teams play against them. Like
Yep.
I've seen how many times have we seen like Addison or someone else open just because there's three guys.
Well, Adam. That's why Addison gets those like once a game he gets like a 45-yard pass
Yeah, yeah.
when the safety gets concerned that Jefferson's going across the middle and he comes down hard on Jefferson and then Addison just goes right over the top.
hmm
But
Yeah.
all right.
Um.
So let's go into our next thing. That's gonna be we're doing a top 10. Like we have to guess a top 10. Is that what it is?
Holy
Oh,
yes.
I totally forgot to do our locks.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
easy.
I can do that in a
Shoot.
second. My lock for
Um.
NFL. I think I hit
Okay.
mine again this week. I hit the Buccaneers. They covered.
Yep. I think we
Um,
all hit our college football one.
yep. I had back-to-back Miami,
I had
Ohio.
Missouri. I had Missouri.
I
Well,
I
actually,
also did.
maybe not on here, but I did on my bets, which is why I need the. Also, I ran 10 miles. I ran 10 miles. Whatever,
Christian, your pick was Ohio State, which covered easily.
covered easy.
Yeah.
All right. NFL, are you doing
My
NFL this week
NFL
or
hit.
college?
I haven't done my college football one yet.
Oh, I need to make
Dylan
college.
NFL hit.
Okay,
Christian's NFL hit. We all had pretty safe ones. Well, Dylan's wasn't really safe, I guess. They were playing the Niners, but
End of the game, they pulled away. Oh, you mean like safe from the start? Yeah, it was not.
um,
Oh, earlier we were talking about Duke and Georgia Tech. Duke's actually favored this week against Georgia Tech. They're a good team.
Okay,
Duke's good.
I have my lock. Elby Keitel.
Yep.
Okay, I'll take Washington plus 6.5 at Michigan. Trust.
oh,
No, just trust. I honestly really want to take Minnesota plus 7.5 against Nebraska at home, but we just didn't play very good last week, so I don't feel that good about it. Obviously, I didn't scroll very far to look at these locks. I'm not even very far on the list.
Make up with mine then.
very tempted to do uh Wisconsin, Ohio State, but
Well, I think that I shouldn't say obvious. I
I'm
think
gonna do Ole
the
Miss plus 7.5.
W. It's a great pick. I would have considered taking LSU plus 1.5 against Vanderbilt.
I thought about it.
Also, DB, I'm not sure if you care about this, but Boise State's getting 10.5 points against UNLV. What's that all about?
Taking a look right now. Even points.
And James Madison's getting
minus
1.5 against Old Dominion.
All right, that's
Ooh.
Who's your NFL pick?
that's my pick actually.
What's your
Is
pick?
Boise State
What's the line?
10.5?
12,
Oh,
10.5,
wait, what? I'm seeing Boise
10.5
State's
now.
minus 10.5.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm taking Boise
Um,
State plus
Nice.
10.5.
What's your guys' NFL picks? Do you have one yet?
Um,
Hold up. Can I just say one thing real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Is there like, I know
I
like
think
there
open at plus
have been,
12.
I know I've been falling apart, but like Iowa is now 2.5 point favorites against Penn State.
Oh. Oof.
Can you still see my face?
Nope.
No,
Oh,
that's crazy. Okay, I'll get my NFL bet. Quick.
oh, it's 11.
Mine's
Land,
Carolina minus 1.5.
Land, they have Boise State 11.5 right now.
Okay.
Oh wait, never mind. I did not want that one. I read it the other way around. I want UNLV then plus 11.5.
Yeah, I told you that was crazy.
Oh, I'm saying I have UNLV as like
Okay.
a field goal
Yeah, my NFL
favorite.
picks Carolina minus 1.5 against the Jets.
I was like, well, either way, I'm taking UNLV Boise State to be closer then,
And to be
regardless of
fair,
who got
to
the
be honest,
points.
I'll probably put money on the Eagles to win because there's no way the Eagles lose 3 in a row,
It's fair.
And then
especially
for
against the
me,
Vikings.
for NFL, I just had one earlier.
Ooh, I'll take Tampa Bay plus 4.5. I'm riding with them. I'm riding the wave with Tampa Bay.
I can't believe
I
that
think
the Lions are 4-point favorites against the Bucks. Well, I guess if Ibuka is out, oof.
I know.
Of course, the Lions are gonna play the Bucks with no one on their team playing. That's just
I'm gonna
classic.
I will say, if Puka's out, Jacksonville being plus 2.5 in London against the Rams could be spicy.
I do like that
all
actually.
right. Then give me Patriots by touchdown.
It's Tennessee.
The only game they've been within a touchdown this year was Arizona, and that was I don't know what
That
happened in that
was
game.
Yeah, we all know what happened in that game. That was the craziest game I've ever.
They should have lost by multiple touchdowns, and they somehow
It was yeah.
it was like an 18-point game, and they came back and won by one.
It was gonna be yeah. It was that was anyway. All right, Christian. So Christian's gonna have a top 10 lists for us, and we have to guess
Yeah,
the 10 things in it.
you guys have not been able to do any research on this. And for the
Yep.
first week of this, I'm doing kind of as a basic one. Um, we're gonna do, and honestly, you guys have a chance. The top 10 highest grossing films.
All
Okay.
right.
So you guys,
So grossing just means
Number one is
number one's
Avengers Endgame.
yeah.
what?
And we don't have to guess what number they are. We should say them, right?
I will tell you, yeah, where they're at when you just say
All
that.
right.
Okay,
So you guys are going
Endgame.
Avengers Endgame,
Endgame.
is 2.
The Force Awakens, right?
Force Awakens
Isn't
is
the Force
at
Awakens on there?
6. Yep, it's at 6.
At Is Avatar still in it, or they fall off that?
Avatar's 1. $2.9
Avatar's number one.
billion worldwide gross.
Really? How about like The Dark Knight?
Dark Knight is not on here.
Oh, wait, Infinity War.
Titanic.
Titanic is 4.
Yeah.
Infinity War is
I've
7.
seen this. Like, I've seen this list before. I just have to remember what it was.
So you
I
guys
seen it like 10
need
years ago. I don't know. It was a long time ago.
you guys
So
need
That's why I
what's
didn't know if
this
three.
Avatar
list
was seen this long enough.
off of?
This is just
It's
the highest
base.
grossing. It's just the most money made,
I know, but
not profitable.
I'm pretty sure that there's still there's the answers
Now
can differentiate.
now LB, there's like all time rank of the money, but there's also the peak. Like they peaked. So Avatar, Endgame, and Titanic all peaked at one,
Yeah,
just at
I knew
very
it
different
was.
times. Obviously, one was 2009, one's
Okay, because
97, and one's. So
I
you
thought
guys are not gonna
that
get. You guys are
Endgame
not
was
gonna get number
one.
5. Number 5, you're not gonna get because I've never heard of this in my life. I can't even say it out loud. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
Is
You
it
guys
like
need
is it like a
you guys need 8, 9, 10, 5, and 3.
Number 5 is
is
like a
Forrest Gump
Japanese
on here?
movie or what?
I don't know. Maybe let's see. Definitely Chinese. So I'm just gonna give it to you. It's Niza 2, the second one. So the first one was not as good as the
Oh,
second one. It,
I'm not getting Niza, dude. I'm not getting Niza.
so
Sorry.
does this
it
take
looks like a
in
Chinese
consideration
like
like
cart.
inflation?
It looks like a Chinese cartoon.
All right, Lane. What about the other
And
Star
that
Wars
was
movies?
I mean that was 2025. So that's actually recent, and we missed out on Niza 2.
What 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 about like Parasite or something?
No,
Oh,
What
like
about Rise
Forrest
of
Gump.
Skywalker? What about Rise of Skywalker?
nope.
Those last two movies didn't do very good.
So
Nobody went to the Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker.
No.
three. I'll say this. Three
Infinity War,
is a three is a second movie.
Marvel.
Maybe it's in third. I don't know how many movies there are in this
Lord of the
thing.
Rings.
I'll say this.
Return
I'll
of the
say
King.
this. 3 is 2022, and it's the second one of one that's already on
Uh,
the list.
Dune.
Or third. I don't know what's third.
Dune came out last year. Or 2 years ago.
Let's see if it's the third one.
I guess you would know if it was Dune 2. You'd know.
Yeah, I was going to
First,
say two.
I know.
a second one. Come on, 2022. How about like?
Okay, but then that means
There's got to
it
be
has
other
a
Marvel
name.
movies on here. There's got to be other Marvels on here.
There is a
People went to those movies.
so 8. I'll say this. 8 is also a like like not. It's not the original. It's like a
A
third,
sequel.
second or third or fourth movie. 2021. 9 is 2024, and it's a sequel, so it's a second movie, and it's Pixar. 10
Oh,
Inside
is
Out too.
Inside Out 2.
Inside Out
Or
2 is
Frozen.
correct. Number
Oh, let's say
Nope, at
Frozen
number
2.
9, Inside Out
Can't remember
2.
what's 2.
That grossed at $1.7 billion in 2024. Number 10 is it's
I can guess them.
2015, and it's um there's previous movies of this. It doesn't have the same necessary, almost has the same title, but a little bit different title.
Batman vs Superman.
No. The,
Maybe the only one, but I thought you
So
were
we
right.
need what? We need
2015.
3, 9, and
you
10.
need 3. No, you need 3, 8, and 10.
3, 8, and 10.
They're all
Number
movies
3
that
are
that
sequels, or half sequels.
yes, they're all not the original
Dude,
like
too much
movie.
information right now.
I know,
They all have
sorry.
sequels, Lane. They're all the sequels of a movie.
Oh,
2015.
sequel.
So yeah,
2015
3 is
was The Force Awakens
2022,
already. Who do you guess that one?
8 is 2021, and 10 is 2015.
So recent
Number
years.
10, number 10 actually peaked at number 3 though. So it was when it came out, it was like bananas awesome. 2015.
In 2015. Oh,
How about like Mad Max?
Nope. Gosh,
Or
I'm scrolling down more of the list, and there's like they're all just classic movies, and they're honestly so many of them are Marvel.
I was
But
thinking
yes,
these ones would be Marvel
like,
too.
it's like comic book movies usually do.
The Marvel movies, everyone went to those. That's why, and people
So
still watch them.
number three, I'm actually not familiar with. I never watched because I didn't like the first one.
Avatar 2. Oh,
Yeah, Avatar: The Way of Water is number three. Is that the third one or
oh,
second one? How many
yeah.
are there?
That's second. There's only
Pretty
two.
sure that's the one that has the Weekend song in it. No.
Yeah.
There's only two of them.
Okay, so now you need 8 and
I think I
10,
knew that.
and number 8
Black Panther.
is Black Panther was number 19. Pizza 9.
Hmm.
Wrong superhero.
Doctor Strange.
Dude, that was.
Dylan, do you really think Doctor Strange is one of the top 10 grossing films of all time?
It should be.
What about just like the
That was earlier than
Avengers?
that, though. No,
No, the
the last ones were
Avengers.
2021 and 2022, or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh. No.
Or 2015 and
Yep.
2022.
Number eight is 2021, and 10 is 2015. You guys are gonna kick yourself in the butt when you guys don't get number 10.
2015. That's in my peak of.
And it peaked
life.
at number 3. It grossed at $1.67 billion. Again,
2015 has to be
there's an older set of movies
Transformers or something.
that took place. So there's previous movies of these or
I
older
feel like
films,
this is confusing me now.
and then in 2015 a new one came out, and it was
But it was
bananas.
separate.
Oh, Jurassic World.
Jurassic World at number 10,
There we go.
and number 8.
Okay, and then
Now it's actually
2021.
Another new set of them now.
And 2021 was also a sequel.
It's does the sequel mean that it's just it's not the first one, or does it mean it's the second one?
Sequel is the second one.
I think it just means it's made after, like it's in sequence.
So here's the thing: this one would be the sequel to other movies of this, and it's a really, really. I honestly get confused with this specific part of the universe in Marvel because there's been so many different.
So it's like
there's been so many different actors and so many different storylines that I can't
Captain
keep track
Marvel
of
or
them.
something.
What year is this?
2021.
2021.
Infinity War?
No. 2021 would have been post.
So this is the third one.
Thanos.
Actually, I can tell you now. This is the third one.
Oh, Guardians of the
So the first
Galaxy.
one- Nope. This is the
What?
first one was in 2017. The second one was 2019, and this is the third one in 2021.
Captain America.
Nope. Can I just tell you now?
No, this is post. 2021 is post Thanos.
Thor.
I will say this: this movie
Ant-Man,
has
whatever that is.
Ant-Man.
Nope.
Name all
If I tell you,
Doctor Strange.
the Scarlett Johansson
Multiverse.
person. Black Widow.
no, it's not Black Widow.
Who's the comedian superhero?
Can I?
What's the comedy superhero movie?
Like Ant-Man?
Deadpool.
Might be Deadpool.
I mean,
No,
if I tell you,
Deadpool was
I'll
came
tell
out
you
last
this.
year.
In this film, Doctor Strange is like the main villain.
Didn't we say Doctor Strange?
No, this isn't. He's not. This isn't the movie. The movie is
Oh, this is Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Spider-Man: No Way Home. Yep.
Oh my gosh! I see. The problem is that movie's not on Disney Plus, and so when I just rewatched all the Marvel movies last week,
Can't
it's
watch
not
that
on
one.
there. You can't watch
See,
it.
that's
It's
I don't
because it
even
has.
watch the-
see.
I
I
don't
can't.
watch
I,
the-
Spider-Man's. I can't. Spider-Man's too much for me. I can't do it anymore. Like there's just too much. They've had so many different Spider-Mans, and there's so many different like storylines that I can't follow. And there's a
It's
cartoon
called
starts.
the multiverse, dude.
I know. I can't do it.
The worst thing is
Multiverse.
the worst part is the
Hey.
multiverse. Like they're not even part of the same thing.
Time out. But back to what you said, the cartoon, Across the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse are maybe the best Spider-Man movies. So don't let the
That's
animation stop you from watching it.
The best Spider-Man movies are the TV show from like the 90s. That's the best Spider-Man thing
It's not
overall.
See,
movie.
here's the thing.
And then the second best thing
What made me
is the
sad?
movies from Tobey Maguire.
What made me
The
sad
Green Goblin one, the
is
first one,
that
is the best.
11 was Lion King. I wanted to see that one in there. 12 Avengers, 13 Furious, 7. I hate the Fast and Furious movies. Then Top Gun Maverick, Frozen 2,
Family,
Barbie, Avengers, Age of Ultron, Super Mario Bros. Movie, Black Panther, and then Harry Potter: The Deathly Hallows Part 2 was the top 20.
See, for the
Hmm.
most part, besides like some of the classics, like you can just guess movies that have come out in the last 10 years because movies
And
cost
most
more
from are
money
comic
now.
book movies.
Because they cost more money now,
I
and that's
know.
why they gross more.
Here, like
Everything costs.
32 is Lord
It's
of
just
the
with
Rings.
inflation.
That's 03. 03
You
was
almost have to
Lord of the
do.
Rings. Peaked at 2.
You almost have to do it sort of like sort it by adjusted for inflation.
I wonder if like where A New Hope would be.
Yeah, if you adjust it for
Wasn't
like
top 50, I'll
modern
tell
day
you that.
prices,
Because
instead
it
of
was A New Hope was one for like a long time.
until
All right, DB, I'm trying to.
like probably the
Here.
90s
Yeah.
or 80s.
I wonder
DB,
if Empire Strikes Back was more.
DB,
What?
adjusted for inflation. Here you go. This might not be accurate, but adjusted for inflation, you have Gone with the Wind, 1939, Avatar, Titanic, A New Hope, Endgame, The Sound of Music, E.T., The Ten Commandments, Doctor Zhivago, and then The Force Awakens. Very different top
So
10
well,
It's
lists.
that
almost
should
the way
pretty
you have to
much
do it though.
be
Yeah, because
if
movies
you do
cost
it that way.
way
That
so much
means
less back then.
like more people saw those movies.
Probably. Yeah, like in 1939, a movie probably cost 2 cents. So it'd
Yeah.
be
But also, does it
they probably only made.
does it just go forever though? Like, does it go forever?
Yeah.
Like, does it matter that
I think it's box
there's been more
office.
time to watch? Like,
I don't think
there's
it's
been a
just
hundred
box
years
office.
to
I think
watch
it's
Gone with
box
the
office
Wind.
plus. Yeah, I think it's all the sales combined. I don't think it's just box office
I
sales.
think so. I think so
Yeah,
too.
because then I mean, yeah, I get the inflation thing, but also there's been 100 years to watch Gone with the Wind
Yeah.
Well, you could also just do it. You could do it like a
versus.
sorted by, or you could
That's why
search like top 10
that's why
grossing
Avengers
movies
Endgame is so
at the box
impressive.
office. Yeah, but
I
they
think
also
if you just
like I
look at
said
this
earlier, they
movie, like
cost more
if
money.
you look at it like just like or on this list for the inflation list, Endgame is 2019, and that's by far the newest movie that's still top 5, which means it's like it was just insane.
It was insane.
So
What
I don't
about
know. I'm not that
if you
big. I'm
just
not
do?
I'll never
huge.
forget going to see Endgame at 2 in the morning.
That was crazy.
What time?
Do
Well,
they? If you just do box office
this is
too,
fun.
I wonder if that's different, or maybe this is just box office.
Well,
I don't know. All right,
This is
yeah,
so
that was fun. I like that. Let us know if you guys like us kind of branching out on different
and
things to kind of finish the
my mic
shows
is
with.
dead.
we need to post more things on
Let's,
TikTok.
I know I need to do that. I need to edit them.
yeah.
But
All right, I need to go get
I
some
will.
Oh
food.
my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
All right,
starving.
have a
DB, did
good
your
night.
pizza burn in the oven the whole time?
Talk to you later. Nope, I took it out
Okay, good answer.
and put it in the fridge.
Oh.
All right. See ya, guys.
All right. Good
See
night.
ya.